Hi everybody, here is Jens from Tabletop Generals, and today we are back in Greece for another game of Chain of Command. And according to a story one of our subscribers, Jens Schneider, sent to me, this is the aftermath of the river crossing from a scout team led by a Gefreiter. They crossed the Pinios river and established a bridgehead from where the 6th Mountain Division could attack. And that's what I'm trying to play here. So the river is right over there, behind the borders of this board, and the New Zealanders will defend this area. So I play attack on an objective with the Mountain Division from the 1940 handbook as the attacking German force, and the British rifle platoon defending, also from the 1940 handbook. Hope you enjoy this one. Is another good example for what our subscribers can achieve if they send me some informations, and maybe I can put a scenario up out of them. So then I will show you the board. So here is the board for today's game. On this end, this road is leading to the river Pinios, where the German established a bridgehead. And this road is leading to the town of Larissa. And the Brits or the New Zealanders will defend this area according to the mission, attack on an objective. I don't have any Greek buildings, so I use this building here as some sort of farm building. Here are some stone walls. Stone walls provide hard cover. Also the building, the prepared position also provides hard cover. And then there are some fences, some orchards, and some wheat fields. All these provide soft cover. And these rocks all over the place provide hard cover or block line of sight according to the height of the miniature and line of sight from the shooter. I think that's all. These scrubs are only for looks, and they don't provide anything. So next up will be the forces. Here's the attacking German force. It's led by Lieutenant Christian Mansbart, the platoon sergeant Feldwebel, Jens Kiesewetter. Then there is the 5 centimeter mortar. And then we have 3 infantry sections. All 3 of them with a junior leader with MP40, a 3-man LMG team and a 6-man rifle team. The first squad with the green ring is led by Sven Niederstrasser, and then we have Jens Schneider with the grey ring, and with the red ring, his brother Lars Schneider. So that's the German force for today's game. And let's see how their force morale is. And they will start with 11 force morale. And now we take a look how many force support they get. And that's a 9. So that's quite good. And here are the New Zealanders. First we have the platoon leader. This is Lieutenant Kevin Green. And we have the platoon sergeant, Adam Bryans. Kevin and Adam are both two of our Patreons, which make these battle reports possible. And then we have one light mortar team, boys AT rifle without crew. So I'm not sure if the Brits take that or not. So I did not place it here. And then we have 3 infantry sections, all of them with 1 junior leader with rifle, then a Bren gun team with a 3-man crew and a 7-man rifle team. The blue ring, this is Paul Backus. He leads this section. Over here with the green ring, it's Björn. He's one of the guys from Sweetwater who does some feedback for my channel, and he also provides me with feedback on WhatsApp group. And with the red ring, here is Dennis Frank, also one of our Patreons. Yeah, that's the British force, and they have a force rating from -1, so they get 4 points from the Germans and 1 additional point for having -1. And then we have to take a look how motivated they will start into this game. And they will start with force morale 9. Yeah, as I mentioned before, I think I mentioned it, the mission will be attack on an objective. And the mission objective for the Germans is over there, this trench system from Citadis. And yeah, over on the other side, near the road, are the German patrol markers. I only choose 3 of them. Yeah. And the Brits, on the other hand, have 4 right on the objective. Let's see how many free moves the Germans get. It's 4 free moves for the Germans, and then they also have the first move because they have the higher force morale. Yeah, the patrol phase is done. The New Zealanders have 1 jump-off point here in this farm building, 1 here on the table edge, 1 there on the table edge. And this is the objective for the Germans, and also a jump-off point for the Brits or New Zealanders or Kiwis or whatever. For the Germans, we have 1 jump-off point here near to this ruined building. Then we have 1 behind that barn and 1 at the front edge of this orchard. Yes. So, and then it's time for the attackers to have the first phase of this game. And they have 1, 2 2s, a 4 and a 6. Yeah, brought in a lot of stuff for the Germans. MG on tripod. Brought in the platoon sergeant, Feldwebel Jens Kiesewetter, and he put the MG on overwatch. And then brought in 1 infantry squad over here with Sven. They went tactical, and over there the squad from Lars Schneider also went tactical. Yeah, and here is Jens. So that was the German phase. And now let's take a look what the New Zealanders can do. And they have 6 and a 5, a 4 and 2 3s. So I think that's very easy. Let's try to bring in these infantry sections. And one of them comes in. Yeah, after only one squad will enter the battlefield for the Brits. Yeah, I have to figure out where I want to place them. I placed the squad from Paul Backus right here into that building. And as the Germans don't see them entering the building, they just appeared there and they can't be shot anyway. And as I brought in them with a 3, yeah, they will go on Overwatch. Yeah, that was a short British phase. And next phase for the Germans. And I have 3 5s and 2 2s. 2 1s, not 2 2s, 2 1s. Brought in the 5 cm mortar for the Germans and the dreaded light infantry gun. So that was the German phase. And next British phase. And they have 3 5s and 2 3s. So let's try to bring in 2 more infantry sections. Will they? No. There is no need. They can just take the points, I think. Yeah, just taking the points and no try to bring in more stuff. And next phase is for the Germans. They have 3 5s, a 4 and a 2. Here, the platoon leader, Lieutenant Christian Mansbart, arrived. And he put the light infantry gun on Overwatch. And over there, the infantry squad from Jens Schneider arrived, and they went tactical. So the entire German force is on the table, and just Paul is defending. Let's see if he can get more support. Oh, what do they have? 6 is nothing. 5 brings them up to 5 points chain of command. And then we have a 1, a 3 and a 4. Well, for the Brits, I will don't do anything. And the Germans are with the next phase. And they have 3 4s, a 2 and a 6. So we can let Jens Giesewetter do something and Christian, and then we have 2 left. Yeah, on this end, Jens will order the squad from Larissa to move tactical 1d6 for the MG team to get as far as the wall. 3 inches, so that's fine. And on the other hand, he orders the squad from Sven to move 2d6 towards that wall. And they will go 10 inches. Yeah, and then it's time to use the Overwatch. And on this end, the squad from Jens Schneider will advance 2d6 in the direction of that wall. And they will go 11 inches. And then they will lose their tactical. Over here, I moved them up 3 inches and they stay tactical, and they moved 10. So I had to make a decision for the Brits and shoot at long range with soft cover or shoot at short range with hard cover, and I decided to go for short range. So now I have 8 dice hitting on 4s. So now we have 7 hits. The other way we would only have 2. So 7 hits, that's quite a lot. 3 for the MG team. Nothing. And 4 for the rifle team. A dead and a point of shock. Is it the leader? No. So here's a dead and a point of shock. And then the overwatch is gone, and then they will move 11 inches. Can't use the overwatch because the squad from Larissa is in the way, and the light 8 infantry gun has no clear line of sight to the room where the Brits are. And they moved 11 inches, so now it's time for the Brits and their phase. And they have 1-5, so they can end the turn. 6, 2 3s, and 1 2. So I think it. Paul can shoot once again. Yeah, and then I try to bring in 1 more. No, 2 more squads. Yeah, let's see. One of them comes in, and it will be the squad from Björn. Björn will enter the fray. First of all, the squad from Paul will fire at the guys here. The squad from Sven, needing 4s to hit. 2 this time. So that makes 1 for the rifle team. Nothing, and 1 for the MG team. A kill? Is it Sven? No. No. 1 crew member dies. And that's it. So on the other side we have the squad from Björn. And they will shoot at them. And they are in soft cover, more or less, because the trench is in depth, and the Germans are not behind the wall, but partially, so I gave them soft cover. Long range, not long range, effective range, so needing 5s to hit. 1 hit, great. And then 1 for the rifle team, nothing. Yeah, well, that was not as good as planned. And now there is the German return fire with some overwatch. 10 shots from here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Needing 5 to hit. 4 hits. 2 for the Bren. Nothing. And 2 for the rifle team. 1 kill. Is it Björn? No. just a dead rifle dude. And then we have the light infantry gun, 6 HE, needing 4s. 5 hits. That's a lot. So 3 on the rifle team. Nothing. And 2 on the brand team. 1 point of shock, because hard cover goes down to soft cover. So that's that. I have to place a shock marker, remove a kill. So 1 guy out of the section. Yeah, that was it. Also, here are the Overwatch markers. And now it's time for the next German phase. Ooh, they end the turn. And on the 1 and the 2. Yeah, with the 1, the infantry gun will fire again. And over there with the 2, the squad from Jens will advance. So first the shooting for the infantry gun. 6 dice needing 4s. 4 hits. Two for the brand gun. 1 point of shock. And 2 for the rifle team. 1 kill and 1 point of shock. Is it Björn? No. So we have 1 point of shock for the brand, 1 dead and 1 shock on the rifle team. So and then they will move up. Yeah, just towards the wall. 1d6, 4 inches. And after the movement, they can shoot with half the dice. So needing 5 shots, needing 5s to hit. 3 hits. That's quite good. And the Brits, well, they take 2 on the rifle team, nothing, and 1 on the brand team. A kill. Is it Björn? No. And just 1 dead crew member. So, that was that. And then we have another German phase after the turn has ended. Yeah. And then they have 2 1s, 2 4s, and a 5. And the tactical marker is gone. Yeah, a little bit of planning. Christian will order the light mortar to fire. And they have no line of sight on their own, so needing 5s for the infantry down there in the trench section. No hits. With the second command initiative, he orders the infantry gun to fire at the squad from Björn in the trench. 5 hits this time. They get hammered. So then 2 on the brand team. Nothing. And 3 on the rifle team. A dead and a point of shock. Is it Björn? No. Yeah, that's that. For the rifles. Good. Then the platoon sergeant, Feldwebel, Jens Kiesewetter, will advance or run 3d6 in that direction. That's more than enough, that's 14 inches. And then he will order the rifle, no, this entire section to hop the wall. And then they go 4 inches. And then he has one command initiative left. And with that he will order one of the riflemen to join the MG team. So one goes here and he goes away. Yeah, and then 2 is left over there. And here the squad from Jens Schneider will open fire on the squad from Björn. 11 dice, needing 5s to hit. 5 hits. Three on the rifle team. 2 points of shock. And then 2 for the brand team. 1 dead. Is it Bjorn? No. So they got all that shit. So that was the German phase. Now it's time for the Brits to do something to stop the Germans from crushing the 2 squads they are on the table. So what do we get? 5, 2, 2 3s and a 4. And with the pre-game barrage gone, there is no problem getting troops on the table. Starting over here for the Brits with the squad from Paul. He will open fire on this German squad here from Sven. 8 dice, needing 4s to hit. 3 hits. And the Germans are in hard cover. So 2 hits on the rifle team, nothing, and 1 on the MG team, a point of shock. So that was that. And next up is Kevin. Kevin Green has arrived, and he removes 3 points of shock. Then Bjorn will add 1 guy to the Bren team, and then he will order them to fire at the Germans over there. So that's 6 shots, makes 5 and 4 more. 9 shots, needing 5s to hit. 4 hits. Two on the rifle team, nothing, and 2 on the MG team. Kill. Is it Jens? No. Just 1 dude of the rifle team. I think it was the rifle team. Yeah. So, and then over there, the squad from Dennis Frank arrived. And there we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 shots. Needing 5s to hit, also against them. And we have 2 hits. The rifle team. Nothing. And the MG team. Nothing. So that was the British phase. Not much happened. But now both forces are nearly entirely on the board. And then let's take a look what the Germans can do. Oh, they have a 5, a 4, 2 3s and a 1. Starting with Christian. Christian over here will order the mortar to fire against the Brits in the trench system. And we have 1 hit. And it is for the rifle team. It's a kill. Is it a leader? No. On that on the rifle team. Then he orders the light infantry gun to fire as well. Wow, they are on fire, these guys. 6 hits. So 3 on the rifle team. 1 point of shock. And 3 on the brand team. A dead and a shock. Is it a leader? No. Oh. Great. The brand team and the rifle team. And then he orders himself 1d6 in that direction. 3 inches. Yeah. Then over here, put a 1 and a 3 together to make a 4 for Jens Kiesewetter, the platoon Feldwebel. And he orders that squad to move out through that door, so they can move 2d6. That's 5 inches. And then he orders them to advance 2d6 in that direction. So it was a 5. And they will go 3 inch because they have 1 point of shock. Yeah, and then over there, the squad from Jens Schneider will shoot at the remnants of the squad from Björn. And they have 11 dice. And that's 8, 9, 10, 11, and needing 5s to hit. I see 3 hits. 2 on the rifle team. Nothing. And 1 on the brand team. Point of shock. Yeah. And that was the German phase. So after a lot of shooting, the squad from Björn is pinned. They are 4 men from the squad, and they have 6 points of shock. So they are, yeah, nearly out of the game. So next we have the British phase. Let's take a look. And they have 2 3s, Two twos and a one. That's quite a lot. But now I have to think about if the Germans want to do anything with their chain of command dice to maybe interrupt the Brits. It could come in handy. Yeah, first I have to think about what to do for with this one for the Brits, and then I will decide if the Germans want to counter something. Yeah, place the dice for the Brits, and yeah, first here Paul Beckers will shoot at this squad over here, needing 4s to hit. What do we get? 4 hits. Yeah, 4 hits. And as the MG team is in the open, they choose. Everything has to go on them. And there is 1 kill and 1 point of shock. Is it a leader? No. So that's that. So next will be Kevin Green, taking away 2 points of shock and ordering the squad from Dennis to open fire at them. So that's 12 dice, needing 5s. Again. Only 1 hit. On the rifle team. Is it a leader? No. And these only 1 hits make more damage than the rest. Yeah, and then Bjorn will remove 2 more points of shock. And then with the 1, the Vickers will appear in the trench system. So here's the Vickers, and they will shoot at the squad from Lars. And yeah, I'm just thinking about using the German dice to interrupt, but no. They will take it. 3 hits for the Germans and 2 on the MG team. A kill, 1 on the rifle team, nothing. Is it Lars? No. Oh, here is one guy dead. So, that was the British phase. And then it's time for the Germans to do something. And they have 2 5s, and a 1, a 2, and a 3. Yeah, I placed some dice. Over there the squad will do something. They will shoot at the trench system. And over here the platoon sergeant, Feldwebel Jens Giesewetter, he will order the squad from Lars to move, and then he will he will add 1 man to the MG team and let them open fire on the squad from Paul. So that's the plan over here. So getting this guy back and remove this one. So that's 1 command initiative. But before they can go, the Vickers will open fire again, and the Brits will interrupt. 6 hits this time. 3 on the rifle team. nothing. And 3 on the MG team. 1 kill. Is it the leader? Is it the leader? Yes. So what happens to Lars? He's knocked unconscious. So he falls over. Boop. Yeah, bad things happen. Ooh, that's not good. I think that's -2 on the German force morale. Yeah, but yeah, that was a good use of the dice. Yeah, so then they will advance. Yeah, just go 3d6. That's 10 inches. And then they will open fire at them, and they will open fire at them. Yeah, instead of shooting here, I think it's better if they follow them, including Jens. So they will move 2d6 to catch up with that squad. And they go 8 inches, but they lose 2 inch for the shock, so they will go 6 inch. And over there they have 11 dice on the cluster in the trench system, needing 5s to hit. That's 4 hits. 4 hits on 3 teams. So that's 2 on the Bran, nothing. 1 on the rifles, a kill, and 1 on the Vickers, nothing. Is it a leader? No. Just another kill on the rifle team. Yeah, and that was the German phase. Next up is a British phase. Yeah. And they have a 5, a 6, 2 3s, and a 2. Yeah, was not a good roll for the Brits. Björn will remove 2 points of shock. No, he adds the guy to the Bren gun, and yeah, then removes a shock. Yeah, some sort of. So the rifle team is gone, but does not count as destroyed. And then over there we have 12 shots into the group from Jens Schneider over there. Yeah, and then needing 5s to hit. Oh, they can't shoot. Oh. 1 hit on the rifle team. No, nothing. Yeah, that's that. So the Germans, they could end the turn. And therefore Lars will get up. The Brits over there will be unpinned. No, it's okay. Just taking the dice and get the next phase. They have a double phase, a 4 and 2 1s. Yeah, that's an easy one for the Germans. The MG will open fire at the rifle team over there from Venice, needing 5s to hit. 5 hits. they are in the open, so they lost 3 dudes and take 2 points of shock. Is it Dennis? No, Dennis is safe. Yeah, that was the first one. And then here is another one, and then the light infantry gun will open fire at the trench system. Only 2 hits this time. That's 1 on the Vigors, nothing, and 1 on the Brand team, a point of shock. Yeah, and then over here, Jens Kiesewetter will remove 2 points of shock over here, and then he will advance 1d6 and that direction, or 2d6 right to this doorway stuff thingy, so 6 inch. Yeah, that's that. And then there will be another German phase. Yeah, and the next German phase. 2 5s, a 4 and 2 1s. I think that's more or less the same roll. Instead of this being 5s last round, it was 6s. Oh, what can we do? I think we can do the same thing as last turn, but this time we will throw some hand grenades over there. And first we will shoot with the MMG and with the infantry gun. The infantry gun, 6 dice, needing 4s. 4 hits. Only 2 teams. The Brand team, 1 point of shock, and the Vigors, 1 point of shock, because it reduces cover by 1. And then we have 10 dice against a squad from Dennis over there, needing 5s to hit. Wow. 6 hits. So there are only 3 rifle dudes in the open. Excuse me. There are only 3 rifle dudes in the open. So we have to roll until all of them are dead. And then they are in hard cover. So the first 3 points of shock. And then 1 dead and another point of shock. Is it Dennis? No. Yeah, so that's that. And then, yeah, I think there will be 3 hand grenades right towards the trench system. So, hand grenades. Yeah, that's a trench. So for the trench, should be easy to hit it. So the first, it's a hit. The second one, a no, not far enough, and the last one is a hit. So we have 2 hand grenades hit the trench. So, but they are open, so not a confined space. I only use this one. So 2 dice per. And we have 2 for the Brand team. That's 1 kill. And 2 for the Vickers. 2 points of shock. No, is it a leader? No. Yeah. 2 points of shock for the Vickers. And then we lose 1 guy. And they are now at 3 guys with 3 points of shock. So they are still okay, more or less. Yeah, so let's tidy up all that. Yeah, that was the German phase. And now it's time to decide if the Brits want to get one more going. We are still both at force morale 9. But if the Germans use the dice to interrupt, they can shoot a lot at that. And that might be enough to break them. Give it a try. So what do we get? 6 is nothing. 2 threes, a 4 and a 2. So we start over here with Dennis. Dennis removes 3 points of shock, and then his entire section will go tactical. So that's that. And then over here, Bjorn will remove 2 points of shock, and Kevin Green will remove 2 points of shock and will let the Vickers fire. But at that moment, the Germans will use their dice. Yeah, before either happen, before Bjorn can remove any shock or Kevin, the Germans will shoot. So first we have Jens Giesewetter, he will shoot, needing 5s to hit, 2 hits. And then we have, the rest is MG and rifle, needing 4s to hit. Oh, that's in total 7 hits on 2 teams. 7 hits on 2 teams. Oh, 3 on the Brand team. Nothing. And 4 on the Vickers. 1 point of shock. Oh, that was more or less a waste of shooting, but it is like it is. So then the Brits can proceed with removing shock. So Bjorn will remove 2, and Kevin will remove 2, and then he orders them to fire. Makes 9 shots, needing 4s to hit at the Germans there in front of the system. So that's 5 hits. 3 on the MG team. 2 dead and a point of shock. And then, what did I say? 5, yes. And 2 on the rifle team. A dead and a shock. Is it the leader? No, no leader. So we have a wiped out MG team. and one man dead out of the rifle team. Yeah, that's that. So we have a team wiped out. 4 is -1, so the Germans are down to 8. Oh, next up, a German phase. They have 2 5s, a 4, and 2 3s. So I placed the dice for the Germans. First, over there, the squad from Jens Schneider, they open fire. Still 11 dice. Needing 5s to hit into the trench system. And we got 2 of them. So 1 hit per team. So there's 1 for the Bren team, nothing, and 1 for the Vickers, nothing. And then we have 3 down here for the light infantry gun, needing 4s to hit. 3 hits. Makes 2 for the Vickers, 1 kill, and then 1 for the Brand team, 1 point of shock. Is it the leader? No. So we have that man over here, and a point of shock over there. And then over here, the platoon sergeant will remove 1 point of shock here, and let them open fire. That's 4 dice, needing 4s to hit. I will shoot wisdom. That's 3 hits, and he needs 5s, 4 hits in total. Makes 2 and 2. 2 on the Vickers, a dead, and 2 on the Bren, nothing. Is it the leader? No. Another dead one. And then he has 1 command initiative left, and therefore he orders this squad to move 1d6 towards the trench system. 1d6, yeah, 1d6. 5 inches with the pin marker makes it 4. Yeah, after the movement there are still some dice left for shooting. It's 1 dice for Sven, needing a 5, nothing, and 4 for the MG, needing 4s, 3 hits. So let's take a look. 2 on the Vickers, 1 point of shock, and 1 on the Bren, nothing. So there is 1 point of shock on the Vickers. Yeah, and that's that. So next, a British phase, and they have a double phase, a 1, a 2, and a 4. Before the Brits can do anything, the Germans will open fire. That makes it 8 dice for the LMG, and 2 for the NCO, junior leader. He needs 5s. Yeah, he needs 5s. Nothing. And therefore they need 4s. That's 6 of them. So 6 hits makes it 3 and 3. So 3 dice on the Bren team. 1 point of shock, and 3 on the Vickers. 2 points of shock. So 1 point of shock and 2 points of shock. So, and with this result, both units are pinned. So, and the Bren gun was already pinned, but now the Vickers is pinned as well. Yeah, well, even if the Brits are ahead of the Germans with force morale, I don't think there is any chance for the Brits to hold the Germans at bay for much longer. So what I will do is, no, I could go with Paul and his squad into close quarters. Yeah, but I'm not sure how this works. But I think that's the last action of this game. So I try to make that. So they enter that room, and they will go 4 inches, and then we have a melee right over here. The Brits will end up with 12 dice to take on the Germans, and the Germans have 5 guys and 6 guys and an LMG. The Brits move to 1 dice into contact. Then we have the platoon sergeant. Then we have junior leader and 2 MP40s. That's a lot. So let's take a look how good the Brits can fight. That is 5 dead on the Germans and 1 point of shock. And on the other hand, we have that looks like 4, 6, 8, 10 kills on the British side. So then, is a German leader hit? Yes. Which one? It's Sven. Sven is hit. What happens to him? Oh, he just loses a light wound, so he loses 1 command initiative. So that's one of the kills. And then there is 1 point of shock for the Germans. Let's take the shock over here. And then we have 4 more kills. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, that's that. Did the Germans like it? They don't care. So for the Brits, we have 10 dead. So Paul is one of the casualties. What happens to Paul? He's knocked unconscious, and therefore 9 guys are dead, and they break and whatever. So we have team wiped out. That could be a -1 for a team wiped out. Team wiped out? No, that's nothing. Then we have junior leader wounded. That's a -1. And then we have team breaks. For the surviving team breaks with a 4. It's -1. And then we have junior leader routes from table as a 4. Junior leader routes from table is a -2. So we have -4 points on force morale for the Brits. And yeah, that was it. Yeah, the Brits do not throw their dice again. They concede and retreat back to the next line of defense, and probably will fight another day. Yeah, that was not even close here in the end. Yeah, but yeah, I had concede anyway, so I just want to throw some more dice. And yeah, it was a Hail Mary. Maybe there could be something, but yeah, in the end it does not turn out. So, what else is to say? Thanks for watching on this battle report. Most of the patrons this time survived. Only Paul was captured. No, he was not captured. He was carried away by one of his comrades. So that's very fine. And the rest survived. Yeah. If you want to be part of this channel, just support us on Patreon, or share, like and subscribe our content. We, the Tabletop Generals, appreciate all your support, and we refight the entirety of the Second World War. So tune in for more battle reports, and yeah, see you in the next game. Bye!